This is the introduction to The Queer Christian, Navigating Faith, Church and the Bible. This is a positive and affirming podcast. We believe that queer individuals are one of God's greatest creations.
When my daughters first encouraged me to embark on this podcast journey, my primary mission was suicide prevention for queer Christians. A heartfelt thanks to all of you who have shared your stories. Each one was profoundly meaningful, with some touching me deeply. Let me share excerpts from two powerful listener testimonials posted on Apple Podcasts. One young man wrote,
"I really don't know how to say this, but thank you. Your podcasts helped me stop my suicidal thoughts. You saved my life. Thank you so much."
And one mother wrote,
"You put some scriptures that have been used to harm people into perspective. In my gut, I knew those scriptures didn't apply to me, but I lacked the ability to articulate that for others. I have shared your podcast with dozens of people. I wonder how many gays will not seek suicide because they feel loved and accepted."
If you've been one of our thousands of longtime listeners in over 100 countries, thank you. Many listeners live in countries or communities where it's not safe for them to talk about these issues. So I am deeply grateful to those listeners who are able to recommend these podcasts. And to our new listeners, I sincerely hope you find the show beneficial. As this podcast has evolved, I've expanded its focus to tackle challenges faced by LGBTQIA+ Christians, their friends, parents, families, and allies when dealing with their churches. In particular, addressing the damage conservative churches have inflicted by teaching a false gospel, putting their homophobic bias ahead of Jesus' gospel message of love and inclusion. Remember, God created you. He knit you together in your mother's womb, exactly the way you are, for a purpose, because He wanted someone with precisely your gifts and your talents and your sense of humor. God loves you. You are not a mistake. You were created by God for a reason, and we are so glad you joined us today. Stay safe, stay strong, and God bless. This is Elton Sherwin.